John Daly, Surviving the Irish Economic Slump. What a difference a decade makes. On this exact date 10 years ago, I dropped a friend to Shannon Airport, another statistic in the gathering gloom of Ireland's Great Recession. An individual with a canny eye for a good property deal. He had eventually, like many, overextended himself with debts far outweighing income. With neither the responsibility of a wife or children, he had posted back his house keys to the bank the day before and departed these shores to start anew in California. By early 2010, so-called jingle mail had become a sad reality for numerous people reneging on their mortgages, enacted by sending the keys back to their bank. The friend is now settled in Melbourne and only visits Ireland for marriages, funerals and the odd all-Ireland, as he puts it. By September 2009, over 26,000 homeowners found themselves in arrears, with those in negative equity standing at 116,000, a figure set to rise to 196,000 by the end of 2010. While interest rates were still reasonably low at that point, the average shortfall between house values and mortgage debt hovered around the €40,000 mark. It was an environment exacerbated with the main banks clamping down on switches, and other institutions like Bank of Scotland opting to leave the Irish market completely. Yet, while the reality of recession was unavoidable to even the most financially myopic by 2010, the damage and pieces of this desperate jigsaw had already assembled 2 years earlier. In January and February 2008, the U.S. subprime mortgage crisis had reached a point where it was impacting across the Atlantic, including the nationalization of Northern Rock by the UK government. March saw the prestigious Bear Stearns Bank almost go under until it was bailed out U.S. taxpayers to the tune of $30 billion, €27 billion, a reality fast coming down the tracks for Ireland. A week later, on the infamous St. Patrick's Day massacre, Anglo-Irish bank shares slid 15% and the Irish stock market closed at its lowest level in 3 years. Significantly, building and construction shares suffered most. After a summer of upheavals, the spark that led to the global conflagration came in September when Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy in New York, causing massive turmoil in the global financial system. The sight of workers taking to the streets with nothing but cardboard boxes became the modern equivalent of the 1929 crash, an image that flashed around the world, given legs by the 24/7 news cycle. Then came September 29, a date thereafter destined for inclusion in any Irish economics degree, with the bank guarantee, when the government took the overnight decision to guarantee the banking system, a move that would eventually cost the Irish taxpayer billions. For those who lived through it, the greatest recession in modern times saw the fabric of Irish society changed. For more on this story, visit the news article link.